Hey Virgo, what you guys doing out there? Hopefully you're having a great weekend. I'm going to be doing your general read for the middle of April, or around the middle of April. I did do some meditating on your energy, and we're going to get right on in here. I got that you got something coming in quick. I feel like someone here is feeling heartbroken, or there could be a third party situation. And I feel like someone here is trying to come up with a plan, some sort of plan here, because they're feeling hurt. I feel like this energy could be being sneaky, whether they're lying, cheating, whatever. And it's somebody here that could be a gamer. They play a lot of video games. I feel like someone here could have walked away from a situation. They could have offered their cup of, that cup of love to someone else that they had come into union with, and it could have created a betrayal. I feel like you were going to make some sort of an offer, but now you're going to hold back from this situation. So, your oracle cards that you got from the Divine Energy Oracle, these two actually come out together. You got laugh at your demons coming in. Laugh at your demons. So, somebody here, is going through a rough patch right now. Spirit is calling you to restrain your critical ego and return to the love of your higher self. Lighten up and see the humor in the present situation. Relax and laugh a little. It will shed light on the moment and open the way for healing and progress. So it's kind of hard to laugh when you're feeling, in pain. But Spirit is saying, laugh at your demons. Break free of the psychic bondage that arises from your overly judgmental ego. Feel the low quality of vibration that such doom and gloom and harshness brings about. Ease up on yourself and others. Nothing is that permanent. So laugh at your demons coming in. The next one you got is bust out of your cocoon. So somebody here might be just staying home a lot. They're just focusing on work, and no play, makes Virgo pretty dull, right? So Spirit is saying it's time to bust out of your cocoon. We've also got a change in the wind coming. So this could be kind of like a storm warning coming in. You could have something coming in that you're possibly not going to see coming, It says that relationships go through periods where patterns seem out of sync with each other, and stormy emotions and moods threaten to take down the ship. Perhaps someone has a change of heart and leaves. These rough seas offer opportunities for your mutual growth, a way for you to understand your own heart better and to know what you need to be truly happy. Rest assured that whatever is happening now, good will come from it. Take temporary shelter and remove yourself from drama. The air will clear and everything will be fresh and new again. This too shall pass. So somebody here's got a storm warning coming in. So we're going to get these cards shuffled up for you, and we're going to see what's cracking for you, Virgo. Sorry about the blurriness. The overall energy for this reading is the World. So endings bring new beginnings, right? Something has to end for something to begin again. Someone here could have walked away possibly from three people here. I feel like someone here that walked away was wanting to work possibly on having equal give and take here. But I feel like someone here felt like possibly something wasn't written in stone here. There was no real plan here to possibly to work on here. Children could be a factor as well here, but it was some sort of cycle that ended. This could have left you feeling stuck, Virgo. So what is coming in for Virgo? What does Virgo need to see, Spirit? What do they need to see? Popping right here. Right. What does Virgo need to see? There we go. All over the place. Okay. Let's see here. Got a bunch coming in. Yeah, I feel like someone here is trying to have strength. You could have Capricorn in your chart, or you could be dealing with someone here that could be quite manipulative and controlling. This energy could have addictions as well, whether it's drugs, alcohol, sex, whatever it is here. And I feel like somebody here could be spying on someone. They could be watching their social media, driving past their house. Someone here doing some spying, possibly on someone here that's single. You know, seeing what this energy does for work, where they spend most of their time, you know, this, that, and the other. I feel like somebody here could be watching someone. I feel like someone here could be working. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, or someone here is actually working on going through some sort of transformation. You know, whether they're trying to give up an addiction, or if they're you know, having to move, or working on trying to find another job. Somebody here is working. They could be going through some sort of transformation. And I feel like someone here is wanting more equal give and take, more balance in their life. You know, could be dealing with a Libra here as well. But somebody here is wanting more balance. So you could be dealing actually with a Leo that's coming in here. Someone here is trying to have strength. You know, you got you got Strength, the Nine of Pentacles, the Death card, and Justice coming in. So someone here could be trying to work on getting balanced. They could be trying to work on, you know, if children is a fact here, somebody here could be working on, you know, if they had to move, they could be working on trying to get the kids signed up with the school, and, you know, trying to get things lined up that, you know, get them set up for hot lunch and, you know, different things like this. So somebody here I feel like is diligently working. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, Virgo, you had some sort of a wish fulfillment possibly with this energy. And, you know, possibly working on things as well here. And now you're kind of trying to work. I feel like you're trying to work on trying to get out of your head about this situation is what I feel like. You're trying to temper your emotions here, especially, you know, if there wasn't enough give and take here, or if there's even, you know, children as a factor here. I feel like you're not wanting to fight with this significant other, with you know, your children being present in the room here. You know, is what I'm getting. What is the challenge? Yeah, I feel like the challenge here is you could be dealing with somebody, you could be dealing with a fire sign here that you feel like is got their freedom, you know, with this Nine of Pentacles. They got their freedom, and they could be acting like a player. They may be dating several people, you know, they're going off and they're doing what they want, and they could be acting single, or you could feel like that they're being a player, you know, with the Nine of Pentacles coming in. And I feel like this is possibly making things hard on you, you know, with the Death card coming in here. I feel like you could be feeling like this energy, you know, is out being fancy free, and you're having to take on the brunt of the load here. You know what I mean? You could be having to, you know, pay all the bills and this, that, and the other, and having to, you know, clean the house here, and you could be going through transformations yourself, where you have to make changes as well here. And I feel like this is going to create some sort of a tower here, because you feel like you're not feeling like things are fair. Things aren't balanced out here with Justice coming in. This is going to be the challenge, because we have the Knight of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Tower coming in at the bottom here. So you're not feeling like things are fair. Things are not feeling fair to you. This energy could have had some sort of a victory here. This energy that's acting, you know, fancy free here. And I feel like, you know, they could feel like you're being real secretive and stuff, and real closed off, you know, with the moon coming in. But I feel like, you know, I feel like you felt things like, you know, when this came in quickly here, that things were going to be balanced and made fair, and you could be feeling like things aren't fair here when it comes to a commitment, home, marriage, stability. Somebody here could feel like this is very one-sided relationship you know. So what is the root of this? What is the root? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like there's been a lot of heartbreak here. Possibly a lot of resentments and burdens here with a commitment. I feel like the root of this is somebody here possibly said they were going to take action here with this Fool coming in. You know, somebody here was going to take action. This energy could have been from your past, but this energy here could be very closed off. They could be holding money over your head. They could be holding back attention, affection, or even communication here. And this energy may be feeling stuck here with the Hangman as well coming in. They could be getting an epiphany as well here, but somebody here had said they were gonna try to work on things. They're going to take action here. It's been very closed off. They could be even very closed off with communication. This could be even with family. The communication here is not good. And I feel like it could be making you feel left out in the cold with the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles coming in. It's causing you to feel confused, I feel like. There's no real plan in place here. There's nothing that's really been planned out, and so we have a cycle that ends, right? So, what's crown in this reading? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you could be dealing with someone here that's in their head here about a missed opportunity. I feel like someone here made an offer to someone here that was, basically grieving over the loss of possibly a relationship here. And this energy could be looking at wanting a new beginning here, but it's awful challenging. They feel like they're dealing with somebody here that's not being true to them. They're lying or cheating or whatever here. So that this creates more challenges for someone here doesn't trust someone. So this is what's crowning the reading. Someone here doesn't trust this. We have the Five of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. And somebody here may want to have something new. Start over, turn over a new leaf here, but they're focusing on what has already been done here. And so it's making challenges here because someone doesn't trust someone. Yeah, there's going to be a tower here with you and a fire sign here. Knight of Wands, King of Pentacles, and a tower coming in. And someone here doesn't trust a situation. So what was in the past for Virgo? In the past, you could have I feel like you could have been dealing with a fire sign here that has water in their chart. And I feel like you could have made an offer here in the past to this energy here. And this energy here was trying to have strength here when it comes to commitment here with this Queen of Cups. Somebody here, I feel like was, they could have been very committed. So you could have been dealing with a fire sign here in the past that was, they were all for commitment here with the Hierophant coming in. Yeah. Even though I feel like, somebody here could have been, there could have been a lot of indecision about coming into union with this water sign here in the past. Yeah, and that may have been because this energy, felt that maybe, there could have been 3 people here that didn't see this energy in the past as a team player with the Knight of Wands coming in. So what is in the near future? Yeah, in the near future, you got a Empress coming in. This Empress, rebirths new life to situations here. This Empress here could be feeling feeling stuck here, with a hangman. They could be also getting some sort of an epiphany as well here. But this Empress here, I feel like they feel like there's a lot of confusion here, and I feel like it's because family could have gotten the mix, and I feel like someone here is feeling like somebody here is holding back from this, someone from the past, with the Six of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and the Empress. So somebody here feels like someone here is holding back from them. They're not spilling the beans basically, and it's making this energy, feel stuck, or they don't know where they stand. Because someone here wants to be happy, with that Ten of Cups. I feel like you guys have already got some sort of establishment here, whether you have a home already, could have children and pets or whatever here. Someone here wants to be happy, but there's been a lot of fighting here. There's been a lot of fighting in this happy home, you know what I mean? Or what's supposed to be happy, and it could be with a father figure, an Emperor coming in. So there's could be a lot of fighting here with this Emperor. So how does this energy see this situation? How do they see this situation? Yeah, they're seeing here that somebody here is trying to take action. You know what I mean? You could be dealing with this fire sign that has water in their chart, but they're very intuitive and they want to take some sort of action. I feel like somebody here is tired of things not moving, possibly not having much growth. Somebody here is ready to take some sort of action, I feel like. You got the King of Cups and the High Priestess coming in. So someone here is ready to take action. Tired of feeling stuck here. Tired of all the challenges with the Seven of Wands. Someone here wants some sort of positive movement forward. They want to have a victory. The Six of Wands coming in. So how does friends and family see this? Somebody here is seeing that this fire sign here is feeling wounded and guarded. Feel like somebody here feels like they have to have the pitchfork out. They have to be on guard at all times here. And it's because there's challenges. There's been a lot of challenges here. Somebody here, could have planted the seeds and said, this energy could be pregnant. They don't have to be, but somebody could have planted the seeds and said, I want the same things you do. I want things to work out. We've worked hard for all that we have. You know what I mean? But there's been a lot of challenges here within a relationship, and it's possibly about getting on the same page. This this energy here could feel like, they always got to be on guard because they never know, what's going to come out of your mouth, or vice versa. So even though they're looking at progress here, there's still a lot of challenges to work through, a lot of things that need to be worked through. And even though they want a victory, possibly with this situation, there's been a lot of pain as well here. There's been a lot of hurtful things that have been said and been done, and possibly maybe not feeling like, this is mendable. There's been a lot of pain. And this could have been, repeated, fight after fight after fight. Work it out. Things get better for a little while. Boom, another fight. Boom, another fight. So there's a lot of pain here, And so this energy has wish fulfillment here, but there's a lot of indecision here as well as to whether they want to keep having a do-over, Princess of Wands, Seven of Wands, Six of Wands, and the Two of Swords. This has to do with commitment. So someone here is not so sure if they want to keep going through this. They're feeling burdened. They want to put the burden down. Someone here doesn't want to feel like they got to watch, every angle around them to make sure that, that they don't want to have to be on guard all the time. They want to lay those burdens down. They know that there's been betrayal here, possibly from both parties. You know what I mean? There's been a lot of betrayal here and hurt. Somebody here feeling stabbed in the back. Somebody here could have had a third-party situation going on, juggling too. And someone here could be trying to make a plan for their future when it comes to wish fulfillment as well. Possibly after something that ended for the world, So what is the outcome? Okay. Yeah. And I feel like the outcome is, Virgo, that you have a wish fulfillment to turn over a new leaf, whether you have to both go to marriage counseling or whatever it is that you have to do to get this back on track. But unfortunately, you're dealing with another energy here that's in their head about this whole situation. They're in their head about a missed opportunity. They're in their head about all the work that they put into a situation that you guys have both worked together to accumulate, and have it all lost within a matter of hours or a matter of seconds. So I feel like you're coming in to make some sort of offer here, but this energy is still focused on the negative of a situation with the Five of Cups when it comes to commitment. This is the outcome. Someone here is still focused. Someone here is, I feel like, is repeating everything that was said to them. You know what I mean? Oh, in their head, it's like on a Ferris wheel. It keeps going around and around. They keep memorizing everything that was ever said, and they're holding on to that with that Five of Cups when it comes to commitment. Yeah, I feel like this is going to require you to possibly have some, rest and recovery time, possibly some alone time to work on yourself as well. Because this fire sign that you're dealing with here is gonna make some sort of a judgment call of whether they want to, go back through this again. Yeah. Yep. So let's get the other deck out and see what else we can get out of this reading for you. Hold on a minute, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I had to plug her back in before I lost you. So let's clarify these ones. Sorry about the blurriness. Clarify the Devil, the Princess of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, we got the Queen of Cups coming in. I feel like it's this fire sign that you're dealing with. Yeah, it is. It has water in their chart. Yeah, this energy is spreading here. You could be spying on them, and they could be working, like I said, trying to get established here, especially if children's in the mix, trying to get established with having more give and take. You got the Queen of Cups coming in, and you got a Page of Wands and a Five of Cups coming in at the bottom. So this young fire sign could be younger than you. They're really focusing on trying to get more balance in their life here, trying to get more structure in their life, and try not to. Right now, they're focusing on the negatives, but they're trying to stay busy. You know what I mean? So that they can try to work through this. Yeah, this energy's been going through the works. They could be having nightmares about this. Panic attacks. Whatever's going on here is really it's really got this energy in their emotions. So clarify this Nine of Pentacles, the Death card, and Justice is a challenge. Nine of Pentacles, the Death card, and Justice. Yeah, Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment here. So, I feel like you're manifesting here, Virgo. You're manifesting wish fulfillment with this energy, You could be self-indulging as well here, especially if somebody here is not in the home there. There's a split up here, but you got someone here that's single here, or is taking things on by themselves now, that's got to go through these transformations in order to have balance. This is going to be the challenge. We get your energy coming in saying you're trying to manifest. You have all the tools. You need to manifest exactly what you want. Yeah, I feel like you could possibly have a Sagittarius here as well, trying to help you, possibly through these changes as well. Yeah, somebody here has got to, make some sort of judgment call, Or someone here is trying to look at whether they want to reconcile or if they want to walk away. With the Knight of Wands, Judgment, and the Eight of Cups coming in. Someone's got to make a decision. Do I try to work on this again, or do I just walk away from this? You know? Clarify the Fool is the root of this. Clarify the... Here we go. Yeah. This is the root of this. This is what this communication is going to be about. You know, home. You know, this is what feels like home. You feel like home. You guys, you know, get your home, your memories, everything established inside of that home already. Your family, your pets. You guys have had time to make memories. And someone here wants this. They want this Ten of Cups. This is the Fool coming in. This is clarifying the Fool. Someone here is they want communication coming in. Because like I said, someone's trying to make a judgment call. They've been in their head about it. There's been a lot of secrets, things that you don't see. Someone here could have had an offer made to them, or they could have made an offer. And so someone here has got to make a choice. Right now, they're stuck in their head about this, keeping themselves mentally hostage. But this could be you or them that's coming in wanting communication, you know, about this. Do we want to let go of everything that we worked on? You know, we have children together or whatever here. We've got all these accomplishments that we've made in our life. Do we want to just give it all up for a little fight or a little arguments or a little whatever? You know what I mean? I feel like somebody here is you know, wanting more balance here after a cycle here that ended. Someone here is wanting more balance, wanting to have that communication to someone here that could be very closed off, and it's because someone's got to make a decision. Should I stay or should I go? So, clarify the Seven of Swords crown in this reading. Yeah, Nine of Wands. And yet you could be taking on this father figure here. You know, with the Seven of Swords, saying that you're feeling wounded and guarded here too, and this may be how you're feeling as to why, you know, somebody here might think that you're not being honest with them, or you're not being truthful with them, or whatever here. And it's because you're feeling on guard too, because you don't know what's coming around the corner, right? So it's creating you to feel wounded and guarded as well. You could feel like they're being sneaky with you, you know. Yeah, there's been a lot of conflict here, definitely. Yeah, you could be feeling this way about them, that you don't know, you know, whether you can trust this or not either, because you have a commitment here on the board, you know, with the Four of Wands, marriage, home, stability, you know, children, memories, you know, family. And I feel like it's causing you a lot of pain as well. Yeah, because there was some sort of betrayal with the Ten of Swords coming in. Could have been to do with a commitment here. So I feel like somebody here just wants to lay the burdens down, but there's a bunch of confusion and illusion here right now of whether we're going to work this out or we're not, with a Hierophant coming in. Could be fighting over children as well here, you know. Clarify the Hangman for the near future. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like someone here has been holding back about coming into any kind of union at all here. And it's because someone here needs to they got to make some sort of a choice here, you know, for their life, what they want. Somebody here that's moved on is going through death and rebirth here. They're going through the dark night of the soul. That's moved on from a situation. You could be dealing with a twin flame here that's feeling very conflicted. And they're wanting some sort of victory here. I feel like someone here has gotten some sort of an epiphany with this Hangman coming in. Someone's been very closed off about doing anything after a missed opportunity. And it's because there's been a lot of fighting. There could be fighting over children, you know, visitation rights, child support, whatever here. There could be a lot of fighting as to who's going to get custody of the kids even, you know. So somebody here, this is why someone's holding back from coming into union, is because they haven't made a clear plan of what they want to do here. Someone here is still going through transformation. So this 2 of Wands, the 6 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, and the 6 of Wands is clarifying the Hangman coming in. Yeah, someone here is definitely feeling stuck and conflicted with the Twin Flame and the Hangman coming at the bottom here. So, yeah. Clarify this Queen of Swords is how they see this. Yeah. They're seeing that someone here wants them to take some sort of action here, possibly, you know, after a betrayal here within a commitment here. But someone here is feeling burdened right now with that 10 of Wands. And they don't feel like that. They could feel like someone here is trying to push them. You know, they're already feeling burdened. And someone here is wanting to take, you know, some sort of action. And someone's coming in here for communication about this, about this marriage, this home. And it's about a betrayal here. And someone here is already feeling burdened. So someone here can feel like somebody here is being pushy. They're trying to push it, you know, and someone's not ready. Yeah, we get King and Queen coming in. Husband and wife, power couple coming in. So King and Queen coming in here. There's burdens for both of you. Yeah, I feel like your Queen here is trying to manifest. But I feel like because someone here wants them to take action, they're feeling like someone here is being pushy. Clarify the 9 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords, and the Star for how friends and family see the situation. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this energy is still trying to rest and recover. They're still on screech over here. I feel like someone here is trying to do a little at a time, like baby steps, you know what I mean? But there's still a lot of pain here with the wish fulfillment here. So someone here, this could be you, trying to rest and recover still, you know? This takes a lot out of you. Stress takes a lot out of you. Knight of Pentacles coming in, your energy coming in, saying that you're trying to rest and recover. Yeah. I feel like someone here possibly could have made an apology to family here, you know. But I feel like doing things on your own, taking the world on your own here has been a challenge. There's been a lot of confusion here whether, you know, things are going to work out or they're not going to work out. It could be even confusion of what days that, you know, you can have the kids for visitation or what days, you know, just planning because the communication is hard right now. Clarify the Hierophant for the outcome. Yeah. 8 of Wands, Cupid's arrow. So, yeah, I feel like you got somebody that's going to be coming in like a herd of turtles here. Because I feel like someone here is wanting someone to take action and have more give and take. And it could be between you and this fire sign here. So something's coming in quickly here. And it has to do with this commitment. It could be to do with religion as well here. Or you could be dealing with a Taurus. But we get your energy coming in with this Emperor coming in here. So something's going to be coming in quickly. And I feel like, you know, maybe the reality of this all, because this is the outcome, overall energy is someone here is not going to be happy, you know, with what comes down the pike with this energy coming in quick. You know, somebody here I feel like is not ready. They're not ready yet. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like someone here is waiting, you know, for someone to decide here whether they're going to try to fix this or not. And I feel like somebody here may be coming in to say, you know, I've offered my love here to possibly an Aquarius coming in, you know. So you could be dealing with a fire sign here that's, you know, quite intuitive here. You know, I feel like somebody here wants to move on from all this mess is what they want. So let's get you some towels out before we close this reading, Virgo. Wish you the best of luck. So, yeah, let's see here. We have got health coming in. So someone here could work in the health field or health could be an issue. We've also got, well, do we got? What do we got? We got teens. So someone could be dealing with teenagers or young adults. You've got the sunflower. So someone here that likes sunflowers coming in. You've also got the letter I coming in, number 1. So somebody with an I in their name. You have got hormone change. So someone here could be going through a hormone change. And you've also got microwave. So I don't know, maybe somebody's health here is affected by a microwave. Sometimes if people have pacemakers and stuff, they can't be around microwaves. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. If it resonates, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate it. And we'll talk to you folks later. Have a good one.